Welcome back, everybody. Or should I say, ahoy, mateys! As we are back with the secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse. This is Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight. I have our four wonderful players, Fritz, Sarah, Esper, and Jordan. How's it going, everybody?
Great.
Good.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for hanging in there, YouTube and our Twitch stream. Restream, which is usually very, very good for me, where I can stream to both platforms at the same time. Had a little technical glitch there, but we are back in action. Everything seems to be working correctly. Let us know in the chat if everything seems right to you. But it looks good to me. Looks good to me. We are here to take up episode 2, or part 2 of our Secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse, which is an arcane library adventure. This is my YouTuber collaboration with, again, all of you wonderful YouTubers out there. And we're putting a spotlight on the the independent community. And speaking of independent community, we're just talking about this off camera here, but I do have another passion of mine, another hobby that I really is near and dear to my heart, and that is Warhammer 40K. I run one of the gaming clubs here in the Northeast called Battle for Salvation, and we are hosting the Northeast Team Championships. Take a look at that. There you go. So this is hosted by our gaming club, Battle for Salvation, here in New York. It's a 2-day event where we'll have teams from all across the country coming to compete to win that Northeast Team Championship. It's a 5-man team for Warhammer 40K. We're going to be posting all about it on our gaming club's social medias, Battle for Salvation. And I'm going to probably, while we're setting up on Friday, if I have some downtime when there's we're doing like the armies on parade and we can showcase some of the better painted armies, I'll go live on YouTube. I'll do it here on Tabletop Bob, as well as our Facebook page for Battle for Salvation. And you can chat with me, and we'll talk all about the other hobbies that we have here on Tabletop Bob. All right, so now that we got that little promotion out of the way, let's chat about our players. First off, we'll go reverse order this time. We'll start with Jordan. Jordan, tell us who you're playing today, and who are you?
So I'm Jordan of Flutes Loot, which is flutesloot.com and the YouTube channel Flutes Loot, with my wife Opal, and you can call me Jordan or Flutes. And today I am playing Dante Diamond Dew, a grizzled high elf thief rogue, and he's not liking how drenched he is at the moment, but maybe we'll get a chance to dry off. We'll see.
Yeah, that's right. You got pretty, you were submerged in the water elemental that attacked your ship last time. So we'll talk all about that in the recap. Not a happy camper right now. Let's jump up to Sarah.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah, or the Hype Goblin. Tonight I'm going to be playing Trust, the most dependable, reliable, some would say trustworthy tiefling that you'll ever meet. She wouldn't pick your pocket, ever.
You're not
She's
joking about that either. You're not joking either.
I am saying words.
Oh, and the Hype Goblin, you mentioned. What do you do on YouTube and Twitch?
Oh, yeah. Not so much a lot of YouTube right now because I'm taking a little break, but I do a lot of D&D, Vampire the Masquerade, Numenera stuff all over the internet under the Hype Goblin name, where I cosplay characters and tell their stories in a different way outside of the context of our game.
Awesome. Yes, and we love this cosplay you have of Trust that you made for the stream. Love it. Love it. And then we'll jump to Esper.
Hello, everyone. I'm Esper. My YouTube channel is Esper the Bard. I do a lot of D&D content and other fantasy and role-playing type content. I'm a writer, artist, gamer, so go check that out. I produce quite a bit. I'm playing Amadin Arindabara. I'm a human, a sorcerer, and, well, this is a very intriguing situation, and I hope to do a little bit more investigating and dabbling and poking and prodding, not just physically, mind you. I have gifts.
And I think some congratulations are in order, Esper. Your your YouTube channel hit a big milestone this week, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. Hit 100,000 subscribers. Finally. It's been a long quest. But yeah, I got there. So I'm very stoked about that. And I've got some big projects coming just around the corner. So Esper the Bard on YouTube. Go check it out.
Congratulations, and well-deserved. I've been a fan of yours for a long time. So your videos are really top-notch quality. And
thank you.
Looking forward to
I'm
seeing
glad you've been
everything
watching since you were in middle school. Little Bobby come home from...
That's Fritz's joke.
Little Bobby come home from 4th grade and, Mom, can I watch Esper? Not until you do your homework.
How did you know what my mom sounds like? Oh my God. Uncanny.
She's just that loud.
Oh boy. All right. And Fritz, who has known me for a majority of my life.
For a long time. Hey everybody, I'm Fritz. I'm a Battletech YouTuber looking for the title of the most feared mech warrior in the inner sphere. I'm playing Fang Snarl tonight. Null Barbarian, so I guess that kind of makes me the tank. And already Fang Snarl finds it kind of interesting. He's not really sure why he's being referred to so much as a dog by everybody, when clearly he's a Null. So we're going to try and clear up that misunderstanding a little bit.
I've not once referred to you as a dog. I might have said flea-ridden and mangy, but dog, no.
Never.
Yeah. We respect
Well,
it.
it's just inaccurate, really. If you're going to insult someone, at least be precise with your mockery.
Right.
Especially when he's close to 8 feet tall and just quite angry.
Well, luckily, the people that have, well, I guess, no, you're right. Not everybody that's talked to you has been your friend, but you did have a couple of friends you met. You've been back to this town of Freeport, which is a harbor town where you used to work. You worked for Benji Frogwater. Benji is a halfling businessman who owns a couple of ships, and you worked on one of his, the Jade Lion. The Jade Lion is actually one of the ships that went missing recently. It was headed into port, but alas, it was taken down by a wave, or a sea monster, as some people called it. You investigated. You looked into what happened. You got a ride with another ship captain, a ship captain who you've met before, but you might not have been such close friends. That was Captain Sheila Coppertree. Captain Sheila is one of the few captains willing to go out to Skyhorn Lighthouse, where a couple of ships were taken down into the water, and find out what this really is all about. She believed it was just a wave. The children of the docks were talking rumors about, could it be a sea monster, a sea dragon? And you found out the kids were they were kind of right.
Literally a sea dragon.
Yeah, it was a water elemental type that took the form of a dragon, a serpent, and it attacked your boat. It did some damage. The rest of the skeleton crew and you were able to dock at the lighthouse, and that's where we left off. You're looking to help Benji find his Jade Lion. You're looking to help Sheila find a friend of hers, Captain Aaron Hest, who is aboard the Jade Lion, the current captain, and it seems like you've run ashore here. Anything I missed?
Met a fine girl named Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
She was a fine girl. Yeah.
One-eyed thug named Virgil shot at me, and I made a point to get a good look at him.
Yes, Virgil. Yeah. You were able to deal with some goons on the docks, and that wasn't too tough. The sea elemental, that scared a little more.
We met our good friend's son that we didn't know existed.
Raph. Yeah, Raph. That's right, Benji's son, Raph. He was leading that gang of kids at the dock. Good. And thank you, Christian, in YouTube chat. We got good luck from my Witchlight team. We streamed last night, and oh boy, was that an interesting one last night. So, all right, here we go. Ready to do this?
Let's go.
Right, here we go. The Secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse, Part 2. As you get off of the docks at Skyhorn Lighthouse, you look up and you see the lighthouse up top of the island, this little 100-foot diameter island. It's a very small island with really just the centerpiece being this lighthouse. Now it's you see a stone wall that's kind of crumbling. It's definitely was built long ago. You can see it's about 10 feet high, so it's hard to see the entrance to the lighthouse from where you're at, especially at the bottom as you're descending up the slick stairs. But you haven't seen the elemental resurface since you docked your boat. And as you approach, you can see the gate door to that little courtyard is broken open. The door is hanging off its hinges. Captain Sheila, she's going to come with you. The crew is going to wait down by the docks. They're going to keep an eye on the ship and stay clear of the water. That's for sure. At the top of the lighthouse, which is about 60 feet tall, you can see a blazing beam illuminating the sky. What do you do?
Fangsnarl will kind of head in first, axe drawn, cautious, but I'll lead the way.
A blazing beam? What is this?
It would be the lighthouse. It seems like it is still lit up.
Might you describe what this beam is?
Yes, it is.
It is
the
a
lighthouse beam.
Ray
So it
of
is
light blasting into the sky.
It is a ray of light that is looking out to the north, trying to warn further ships. You know, this is a symbol of warning.
Yes. Okay. Does it
Looks
have a
like whoever's
particular
tending
color
this
of
place is
just
diligent.
regular yellowish, whitish, orangish?
It does look like a yellowish light. Exactly, it's one that you've seen probably plenty of times passing through the island of the lighthouse.
Okay. All right, so the light has not taken on any fell colorations.
That would be correct.
Are there any sounds about?
None other than the lapping waves that you hear from the ocean, and it has calmed down quite a bit. So
Okay. Has this wall been in disrepair for some time, or does it look like it's been damaged in a recent struggle?
as you get close to the wall, you can inspect it a bit more. Right now, you're walking up the slick steps. Unless anybody has anything else to do, I can take you to the top.
Yeah, I'm right behind Fangsnarl.
I
say,
think we're ready.
Wait up, buddy. Wait up.
I will go last in the order. I believe I am the squishiest. Technical term.
So Fangsnarl, Dante,
Amadin.
myself, and the goblin. Trist, not the goblin.
Trust, yeah.
The tiefling. I know what I'm speaking of. There's some horned goblins out and about, right?
And Captain Sheila as well. She'll join. She'll kind of probably go right in the middle of the pack between Dante and Amadin.
She's a bold one, actually. Is she equipped, armed with any fashion?
She is. She has a scimitar at her side. As I mentioned, she does favor those tricorn hats. She's not really wearing armor, although maybe padded clothing. It's hard to tell.
Sure.
And she seems to be eager to get to the bottom of this, so she'll go with the group for sure.
All right. We know her to be skilled at swordplay.
Let's see. Yeah,
She has a
I would
sword,
say so.
after all.
I would say so.
Okay,
Yeah, you might have,
okay.
at the very least, even though you didn't work together, you might have heard that she can handle herself in a scrap. All right, so you head up the slick steps.
This is a fine-looking blade you're wearing at your hip there.
Well, hopefully we
Sheila,
don't have to use
Sheila,
it.
what style do you prefer?
Sheila, you're asking Sheila?
Oh yes,
Style? As in
fighting style. Yes.
the one that wins.
Well, that is always the best one to follow, isn't it?
I've learned to hold my own as a kid always on the open ocean, so.
Oh yes, I see. Well, you and Dante and Fangsnarl would make a tremendous trident-like attack against any foe who dares oppose us. So I'm feeling cautiously optimistic about this endeavor.
Yes, well, I must find my friend. Finding Aaron is what I'm here for.
No, we all have great concern for Aaron. Yes.
he's clearly okay. Like the lights going on upstairs, so I think the only foe we had was routed, thanks to Amadon. So
I've got a bad feeling. I've got a bad feeling about this, and while that was an impressive move you did back there, we still have to get back to shore.
I mean, I could always walk back and ask for help.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
You kind of seem to have reassured her.
Is this swim? Would it be strenuous on you if you had to swim back to Freeport?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, goodness, no. I love the water.
Okay, very well. So there's who knows? We might need to end up doing that. What of the door? Is there a door? Is it open, shut?
Yeah. So as you
Smashed
get to
apart?
as you get to the top of the lighthouse stairs, excuse me, not the lighthouse stairs, the stairs leading up to the lighthouse, you can see the courtyard now. The gate that would normally be attached to the stone wall, that's hanging off of its hinges. It looks like it was damaged for certain. If you'd like to investigate and see maybe what caused the damage, we could do that. If you'd like to make an investigation check. But you can see this lighthouse wall that kind of surrounds the courtyard. That looks like it's wear and tear pretty clearly. That's been the crumbling walls probably been that's been happening for over decades of weather.
Can we see if it was broken down?
Yeah, you could do that.
Forced
If you'd
open?
like to, if you'd like to investigate it, you can. Just call out your roll because we're not on a roll 20 screen right now.
Like them ocean zephyrs blew it open off its hinges.
8.
8. Thanks, Gnarl. You sniff around the gate, and it seems like any variety of things could have taken this off the gate. It is a bit rusty, after all.
Advantage because of my nose?
There's no... the smell is not going to help you with this one. The smell won't help you with this one. But it does look like it's damaged. Like it was definitely taken off. Could have been, like you said, Dante. It could have been a heavy wind, a heavy a weather type of event, or it could have been broken off. Straight ahead of you, you can see the main door to the lighthouse. It's a heavy wooden door. It's reinforced with some sort of metal, some iron probably throughout. And it looks like the door is closed shut. In this courtyard, it is completely empty. There's no features that you might expect to see. No statues, no garden area. It's just plain weathered grass and stone walkway that leads up to the door. The lighthouse itself, though, you can see about 40 feet up, there's a small circular window that looks like it's got some little grime and dirt on it.
Sorry, Bobby. How far up?
About 40 feet
Window?
up from the ground floor.
Okay, so I can't boost anybody up there.
No.
I can take a look.
How would you approach?
So I will go up to the wall of the lighthouse, and you see the shoes that I wear. They are imbued with a spider-like property, and they provide me a spider climb effect. And so I will
Spider-Man your way up.
I will ascend. Yeah, I can go at my walking speed, so I can ascend readily. And you say it's dirty. Can I just wipe away the smudge and peer inside?
Yeah, you wipe away as much of the dirt and grime that you can with your sleeve or some sort of rag, and then you can peer in. You can see an open stairwell. It is dark inside, but the light coming from the late afternoon is still providing you enough to see in at least 10 feet or so in either direction. Up, looks like it descends further than you can see. You can't really, you don't really have sight of the top, but you know you're closer because it's closer to the top than the bottom. And then the bottom, obviously, you really don't have any good sense of where that leads.
Yes. I would like to roll a perception check for my peering through the window, and also I'm somewhat close to the top of the tower. I imagine might hear something up there.
Sure.
And I will roll from this interface here. I think that. An 8. Well, I probably don't imagine I get much with that.
You really try to scrub that window, and you look in again, but you don't see any light sources. You don't see where the stairs lead because they are spiraling, so that you lose sight of it as soon as it turns the corner of the center of the lighthouse. And you don't hear anything over the lapping of the waves.
Mm-hmm. I will return to my companions. Oh, and by the way, when you saw him peering into the window, it was an interesting effect as I actually took one hand off and then the other, and my feet just stay on the wall sticking, and I was peering like this. So it's a wondrous, literally a wondrous item that I have. So I return to you all. It's dark in there. It's quiet. I see nothing happening. I heard nothing. So who's to say what's going on in there? Clearly nothing raucous.
I could go inside and light a bonfire, and then we could see better.
Oh,
Yeah,
please,
that
I'm
might flush them out. Though damaging or even destroying the lighthouse, that might be frowned upon.
Might be. I'm gonna take that as a maybe.
I don't know why we're all being so paranoid. All right, the worst is behind us. Let's get me warmed up, please. Just start it out here in the courtyard, then, if we don't want to burn the place down.
Trust. This is mental, okay? This is only heard by you within your mind. If you are serious about lighting fire to the inside, flick your tail ever so slightly to the right. And you see just a little bit of a grin at the corner of Emmerdon's mouth.
Her tail just goes in a circle to the right.
All in due time. All in due time. And it seems as though I've responded to Dante, but truly the response was to trust.
Oh, that's great.
Time is
And then you
now.
realize Trust didn't know if it was left or right, whichever direction. Dante?
Due time is now. I'm freezing here. Come on.
Lead on.
Jordan, I'm having
lead
a hard
on.
time hearing you a bit. Is anybody else having a hard time?
Oh,
Sounds good to me.
Coming in a little
let
light.
me try speaking closer here.
That might be, yeah.
I'm freezing
Sounds
here.
okay.
Trust, can you give me some fire, please?
Where do you want me to put it?
Probably in the courtyard, since it seems like we don't want to burn the place down.
Right. Is there a fire pit or anything that I can see nearby?
No, the courtyard is devoid of any sort of living space or fun at all.
Is it mostly like paving stones?
Yeah, there's like a paving stone path that leads from the staircase through the gate, and then in the inside it's just like a bunch of dead grass.
This is
no
probably
dec-
a
no
bad
decor.
idea. Create bonfire right next to us.
Oh, thank you. I'll open up my coat and just like bask in the heat.
Sure. So you create the bonfire, and its warmth not only illuminates the courtyard as the sun is still up. There's still some light, but with the shadows being cast by the courtyard wall and the fact that Dante is cold, it's a welcome sight. Sheila says,
You're never one for the theatrical, Trust.
No. Wait, what does that mean?
You never lack in theatrics and pyrotechnical bombasticism.
I understood everything until the last one, but thank you.
Sheila's going to interrupt and say, Lucian, he lives up here, right? So he's probably the one pointing that light out into the ocean. We should see what's up with him.
Lucian the Steadfast, let us speak with him.
I've only interacted with him a handful of times in my life, and every one has been, he's a very kind man. No issues with him. I don't think that that light is a mistake. I mean, he's here and probably can't get off the island because of whatever's in the water. perhaps we're rescuing him.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go in if y'all are.
Sheila nods.
Let's
and
go.
She'll head over to the door. She'll grab the door handle if anybody's cool with that. She pulls on it, gives it a tug. Huh. She tugs it again. You hear the clang of the door knocker and the jingling of the handle. It's locked. She knocks on the door.
Seems prudent.
There's no response from inside. I don't suppose any of you have methods of entry here?
Yes, I do.
I mean,
I'll slip up to the door before you burn it down. Trust. Let me try.
I
this.
was going to suggest my crowbar this time, but okay.
Before you break it open. Yes.
All right.
I open up my pouch, pull out a few tools. Yes. Yep. I will apply a thieves' tools check to try to pick the lock.
Go for it.
Where might this be? It's not under. Is it additional skills? Perhaps no custom skills.
Oh, on Beyond.
Tools in the
Yes.
bottom left.
So
Tools
it
in the
doesn't
bottom
always,
left,
if I'm not
yes.
mistaken, unless you didn't put it in as like its own thing, you might just have to do
I have
a
not.
dex check, and then you can
Okay,
add the
so why
appropriate-
do I have a dexterity proficient skill? I do. So I'm going to roll a stealth, but it's actually thieves' tools.
Perfect. Hey,
Does a 25 pick the lock?
oh, you've picked much harder locks before, so this one, it would take you 2 shakes of a lamb's tail to open it.
All right, it's all yours.
All right. Sheila thanks you, nods, goes over, pulls on the door handle. It opens up, and as it does, you're greeted with a volley of spears. Let's roll
Oh.
initiative. I'm going to move our tokens
Rather
over.
Unhospitable greeting.
So I've placed your characters here. I'm going to switch over our Roll20 screen.
Where
Let's
do
see.
you think I would be with the bonfire?
You would be just off to the side. There's not much room on the screen you're going to see, but we'll say you're maybe like 20 feet away from the door. Okay.
There was a certain trick to making my initiative check go right into
Yeah,
the...
click on your
Roll
token
20.
first, and then you can hit the initiative button. I see you rolled an initiative of 16, right, Sarah?
Yes.
All right. I'll put you in manually, but just do it again.
Thank
Hit the
you.
initiative button. There. Oh, good. Look at that. It went in. Perfect.
I have clicked my token and brought up 5 circular icons. Which one of these is initiative?
You'll
If you-
click your token and roll 20, and then go back to D&D Beyond and click initiative there.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a combination. Yes, there it is.
And then Fritz, I see you rolled it
Success.
too.
Yeah, I've got a total of 4, which is just as bad as a 2. Almost as bad as a 2.
All right, good. And then Esper, what'd you roll here? 9?
Hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, so I've got Trust at 16, Amadin at 9, Dante at 8, and Fang Snarl at 4. Is that correct? Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to tell you what you see as the spears come flying out. But I do need to gotta switch this music up here. Here we go. Okay, so here's what you see as the doors open. Inside, which there is some small light from the hanging lanterns on the walls, but generally speaking, it's pretty dark in here. There are smashed barrels and chairs littering the floor. There are 2 overturned 6-foot-long wooden tables. All the contents on top of the table seem to be spilled out on the floor as well. You see 6 creatures. They have an odd grayish skin with kind of like wavy ruffles to the sides of their faces. You also see that they have exposed sharp teeth. They have a eel-like look to them. They seem to slither around with their movement, and they're throwing spears from behind the tables to you as a couple of other creatures pull out swords or knives to meet you at the door. They are jabbering angrily in a language you may not understand, although, Trust, am I right, you understand all language, or is it animals?
Oh, I understand Common and Infernal. I can cast Speak with Animals at will,
Gotcha. Okay, so then you don't understand what they're saying either. All right, so I'm place Dante will put you a little further away. Sheila was at the door. I believe Fang Snarl was close to the door. Amidon, you just opened the door, right? Or unlocked it. And Trust, would you have been at the door as well, or are you still at the bonfire?
I was probably at the door holding my crowbar.
Okay. And Dante, you're good as here for being at the bonfire?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. All right, and then I'll bring the tokens here. All right. So these tables are overturned. We're just going to say, for ease of play, that I'm going to draw a little line. That's where the tables are at. So there, you can go be behind them. They're like behind them, using them as cover. And the ones in front are coming at you with knives. I'll do the 2 spear attacks, one at Fang Snarl, and one at...
The interior of the lighthouse is still hidden by the dark fog of war. You were describing things as though we were seeing them, so I think...
Silly me.
That was an oversight. Ah. Oh.
Silly me.
Hello. Okay, there are the strange...
The eel creatures.
Yes.
They look like
we spoke of eels earlier, didn't we?
You did.
We've already gotten into this foul things.
You did. All right, so we're gonna do these first few attacks. Let's go with first gun's gonna be at Fang Snarl. The highest I got is a 15. I don't think that's gonna hit you.
Oh, 16. Just.
Oh, 16. Oh, because I thought it was higher. Okay, good. So 15's not gonna. Sorry. What did I tell you? I said 15.
15
correct?
was the highest.
Yeah. And you said 16 is your armor
16,
class, right?
16 AC.
Yeah. And the second one's going to go towards
Shaves off
Sheila.
a nose hair.
A nose hair. And the second it's Sheila. And it's going to be a natural 20. So Sheila's going to get hit hard here. Oh, gosh. All right, so Sheila is going to take... Oh, boy. Poor Sheila. She is going to take a total of... Why am I blanking on math here? 13 damage as she gets hit by the attack. So she's going to take 13. And then we're going to go to initiative order here. All right, so even though that was a surprise round, they rolled really high on their initiative, so they're going to go now. We'll start with the ones that are in front. We're going to have 2 charge here. They are trying to gain as much of their movement as possible. It looks like they are gearing to lunge towards you. This one's going to jump out. These ones are going to back up to the stairwell here. And then we'll do 2 attacks. Let's start with Fang Snarl. 16 AC, correct?
Correct.
21. Second one on Sheila. It's going to be a 12. That's going to miss. Fang Snarl, you take 4 points of slashing damage. Excuse me. They have a sort of a knife. It's almost like looks like it made of shell or stone, and it's hard to tell in the moment. And it's attached by some sort of wood and rope, kind of cobbled together here. So stabs at you, does the 4 piercing, and then we go to we'll go to Trust next.
All right. See, so I've got my teammates in front of me. She will.
Let me describe one more thing as well. The ones with knives, they look like they're all medium-sized creatures, but they look a bit on the frail side compared to the ones that have turned over the tables here, that are hiding behind the tables.
Okay.
4 of them are the knife wielders.
Correct. 4 knife wielders. The tokens are all the same for the knife wielders, and the tokens are slightly
Okay.
different for the ones that are a bit beefier.
The spearman.
The spearmen. Yep.
Okay.
And Trust,
Okay.
your go.
Yeah, looking over my friend's shoulders, I'm going to say, I hope you like sushi. And in the back there, I'm going to summon a tentacle. How far can I?
I think you could place it within 30 feet, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Within 60 feet.
60
So I'm going to
feet,
put it
wow.
right here.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You have access to it, or do I have to place it for you?
I think. Oh, I do have one. Sorry, I forgot about that. I'm gonna put it here, and it's gonna make a melee attack. And
Nice.
it's summoning. Do, 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 do. 15.
A 15?
Mhm.
That'll hit.
Okay. And is there any additional? Yes, that will take 1 d8 for 1 cold damage.
Okay.
Shiver.
Now, you've probably all been used to seeing Trust do this, but Trust, can you describe what this tentacle looks like?
It's gray swirling smoke, and it just comes up out of the ground and just whack, smacks
Nice.
him. Oops, the
Tentacle
snoot.
smack. All right. That's your bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Do you have a regular action as well?
Does the tentacle grasp the target?
No.
Does it does it grab onto it?
No, it does not. Mm-mm.
Does it have opportunity attacks?
I don't think so, since I'm controlling it.
Okay. Sort
Yeah,
of
it
like
looks-
a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you ever use flaming sphere, it's like that, but
yes.
weird.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll Am I able to shoot with my crossbow past my friends towards that same person?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. It might be harder to hit, but generally speaking, you can try. 10.
Yep, that's okay.
The crossbow bolt goes wide, hits the wall above one of the creatures as you try to aim away from your friends.
Would y'all quit moving?
Get out of the way.
That's my turn.
All right. Amadon.
Yes. These foes are rather strange. I've never seen their like. I don't know what they're capable of. Though I do know that there's a Gnoll barbarian in our party, and he will probably splatter their entrails. So I'm relying upon that. I have a spell that might do well in binding them, but I think now is not the right moment till I know where my allies are going to position themselves. So I will do something small to begin. Let's see. I will gaze piercingly at this knife wielder there that is directly in front of my hyena man companion, and he hears in his mind, "You will perish like the rest." He must make a intelligence saving throw against mind sliver.
All right. Success. You're good to go. What are the
Success is in he failed.
He
and the spell
failed.
succeeded.
You succeeded.
Ah, yes. Okay. Well, that's wonderful.
Player forward here.
Yes, it is 10 psychic damage, and he will suffer a negative 1d4 from its next saving throw.
Gotcha. 1d4 from the next save. I'll put a little marker on him to remind us of that.
Yes, well done. And I will... Oh, look at that. The light moves when I move my token. This is a technological wonder.
Yeah. So for those
there's
who are, not sure what Esper's talking about,
Tactically reposition myself.
yeah, I'll show you. So that's what Esper sees. His token. I know you can't see that right now, but they can see that you basically
like,
don't see into the
whoa.
lighthouse anymore.
Okay.
All right. Amadin's turn is done. We go to Dante.
All right. I say tarnation, and I hurry and close my coat up, pull out my weapons, and I'll run over here. If I can see what's going on. Trust, these ain't your friends, and I'll take a shot at this one here with a crossbow.
I don't think so.
All right, crossbow, here we go.
It's a very different kind of horn.
Mm-hmm.
Thought elves were good at perception.
Do I hit with that one?
13. Not going to cut it. The bolt goes wide.
All right, well then I'll use my bonus action. I say, well, take this then, and I'll pull out a vial of acid.
Nice.
And I'll toss them at him.
At the one that's to the right, the one in front of Sheila,
Yep.
or the one in front of Fang Snarl?
You miss and spatter acid all over Sheila.
Wouldn't be the first time.
21. Hey, that's an improvement. That'll hit.
Great. 12 acid damage.
Nice. You can hear the sizzling of the eel flesh. Sushi is no longer on the table. It's cooked.
Pickled.
Gonna fillet these fish. Cook them like a lemon. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Nothing like pickled anglerfish. Mm.
That'll be Fritz. You're up with Fang Snarl.
So he's gonna take a bonus action and rage. And these eels look like good eating, so he's gonna strike out. First attack at the one in front of him. So hit that.
Oh, use the you should use the
12?
D&D Beyond though, right? So you'll get all your modifiers and everything in it.
No, I rolled it in the D20.
In roll 20, right?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
3, 7.
Yeah, so it's going to be
12.
like yeah, it's not going to be a hit, but you should use the D&D Beyond one, right?
All right. Yeah, I'll use the D&D Beyond. So he'll make a
Yeah.
second attack.
Yeah, your second attack. In D&D Beyond, if you hover over the weapon attack, like where the actions are, you should be able to click the button just like the other, where it goes right to the roll 20.
Yeah, it's
Technology,
weird. It's
right,
not,
everybody?
It's not doing it for a second. I'll make the other attack and then I'll take a look because I don't want it to
Okay.
take up the turn.
Sure.
So we'll hit up second attack for +9.
That is a damn good attack,
There we
by
go.
the way.
That's a good roll.
You have +9? Is that correct?
Oh, wait, no.
20,
That's-
20
that's,
strength on the magic weapon?
+7,
perhaps?
right?
+7, +2
Yeah.
for rage.
Oh, the rage is to the damage, not the attack roll.
It's not the attack? All right,
No,
so take
no,
off.
no. So it'd be 7
That would be
instead.
incredible if it was,
Yeah.
though.
It is still
That would be epic.
It looks like it's still gonna be a hit, 24. So you can roll your damage.
12. Oh, I gotta change the dice color. This is awful for a barbarian.
But you do add your extra rage damage, so you're gonna have a total of
9 points.
It's like a life cleric's dice set.
Yes. So you said it was 9 points in total?
Uh,
Yeah, it should be
It's-
plus 6. Yeah, so 9. All right, so this one
Yeah.
takes 9. He was already at 10 damage. This one goes down, Fritz. How are you killing this eel with the axe?
we're just trying to take out his legs and knock him down.
Mm.
So this way we can just step over and pour into that room.
Sweep the leg, I see.
Sweep the leg out.
Well, it's works.
Can you rampage?
He can move. Yeah, he still has
Yeah.
your
Well,
movement.
it's a Knoll, right? Knolls rampage, don't they? When they kill a creature, they can
well-
go and make another attack.
Alas, D&D does not have a player version of those, so he used custom lineage to make his character.
Yeah, they took away my knoll.
You have no
Yes.
Knoll rampage.
You've all
Maybe I should
taken it
start
out of
calling
him.
you dog.
Yeah. But you can move in if you'd like. You said you wanted to kind of let the floodgates open.
Yeah, I will move up.
Ooh, okay.
Bold.
All right. This one will
Taste
take
of-
one swipe at you with its knife that it has out. It's going to miss with a total of Yeah, a total of 6. A measly 6. Not gonna even come close. All right.
They're no match for some true heroes here.
The tentacle
All right.
just waves at Fang Snarl as they get close.
Yeah, exactly. As you're running through, the readied action from the spear throwers goes off. You entered into the room, and they are going to hurl another set of spear at you. Let's roll their attacks. So the first one, we're looking at a miss, and the second one is going to be a 23. So that's going to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. You take a total of 7 piercing damage as one of them clips you when running into the room. But you are raging, so actually it's going to reduce it to 3. So you take 3 damage. All right, and you've made yourself, you've made your presence known as you enter into the fray. Okay, and then we go to the top of the order here. We've got the eel folk again. This one is dead, so I'm going to move his body out of here. Let's see. This one will, yeah, you know what? Attack Sheila once more. That's going to miss. And then it's going to do its best to, like, stay in the middle of the doorway. Obviously, it's still going to stay in the square here, but it's going to do its best to, you know, make it known that if anybody comes near it, it's going to stab you. Then we go to the top here. We got 2 attacks. Sarah, remind me, your tentacle is it spectral? Is it physical?
I think it looks like it feels physical. It definitely feels physical. I think it's corporeal when it needs to be,
When
but
it
it looks
whacks
like
people,
smoke.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
What's
it's going
the
to take an
damage type?
attack
Is it
on
a
it.
bludgeoning?
It is cold.
Cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. It made the guy shiver.
Yeah. Well,
Icy,
chilly.
Take a swipe.
icy tentacle.
An icy
deep
tentacle.
depths.
Does a 13? So does it have AC? No, right? Doesn't
No.
have a hit point. So it swings at it,
Yeah.
and its knife cuts through the air basically, and it realizes that this is some other magic, and it can't be affected. So it's not. The rest of the eel folk seem to take note of that. This one here is going to attack Fang Snarl, who's got all up in his grill. Fang Snarl, oh gosh, not going to hit either. So he flails with his knife. You seem to have startled him. The larger creatures, they're going to take out their own knives now that their spears have been cast, and they're going to... Yeah, they're going to move into action here. This one's going to hop over the table, and it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 out into the courtyard, and Trust's going to attack you.
Ah!
What's your armor class?
13.
A 16 will connect for a
Yep.
total of. All right, so it's going to be it's doing this very wide lunge at you as it attacks. It's going to do a total of 4 plus 7, 11 damage, piercing with its
That's a third of my HP. I would like to use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, roll your damage.
Where's Hellish Rebuke? Cast.
Ooh, very nice. 23 damage.
Yes.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah. I cast it at 3rd level.
It does pass the save with it's a Hellish Rebuke is what? Dex?
Dexterity.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Yep. So it's going to pass with an 18, but it'll take, what's that, half of that? 11?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 11.
It's a damn good damage roll.
Damn good damage. All right. Now we go to the other eel hunter. Let's go at Fang Snarl. 16, right, Fritz?
16.
Okay. 15. Close. Seems to be just getting more whiskers. All right. The eel folk have gone. Now we go to Trust, and then Amadon is on deck.
My turn?
Trust.
All right. We're going to. What level are we at? We're at 5th level.
Yep.
Fantastic. Gonna get a little loud, y'all. She is going to swap over to her dagger and strike out with a booming blade attack.
Oh, yeah.
At 5th level, let's see, I make the melee attack, so let's do that first. Does a 19 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So 5th level, I like this spell because at 5th level it starts dealing thunder damage on the hit.
Yep, exactly. So it doesn't just do it on
from
the move,
her. From her dagger, the melee attack portion, it takes 4 piercing, and the thunder damage is.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
I don't know why it rolled so many.
I was gonna say,
should have only
it's
rolled
actually,
one.
It's doing double dice
it's
for
only
me as well.
Yeah, it's only 6 thunder.
It's actually showing the correct one in the chat, which is what I go by,
Yeah.
right? So, so give me the total. It's 10.
Weird. For both of them?
Yeah, the piercing and the thunder. 10.
6. Yes.
Okay. All right. Can you describe how this eel folk is downed?
It is just shish kebabbed.
Ooh, with your what was the weapon again? Dagger?
Her dagger. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, so this one, when you kill it, you stab into it, and your booming blade thunder damage erupts. You actually get the sense that this thing is also erupting. If you're within 5 feet of this creature, this creature, right? Sorry, I hit the wrong guy. This creature. It's actually going to explode. So you and Sheila need to take a dexterity saving throw as electricity rockets out of its body.
Does a 10 save?
Ooh, it does not. So you're going to take the brunt of this.
Okay.
Only 5. Only 5.
Okay.
5 lightning damage. And this thing explodes. Chunks of eel are all over you. Sheila's also going to take the save and take half of that damage as well, if she passes. Nope. Sheila's taking all of it. Oh, God. Poor Sheila. Okay. All right, so that one's gone. Let's move this to the side here. Now we'll go to Amadin. Unless you want to move, trust. Oh, and you're also, I don't know if you want to use your tentacle, if you still have the...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right. I was so distracted by the exploding eel.
It was electric.
They're multiplying and I'm losing control. It will make an attack.
Nice.
Does a 19 hit?
It does. I assume the same target as last time?
Yes.
Okay.
5 cold damage. And I will move, you don't know. I'm not going to move in. I'm just going to wait.
Sure. Amadin.
Where did the eel man go when the mages started casting spells on him? All over the place. I'll do a little bit of moving out from behind cover and then back, right?
Sure.
And I will be targeting this same one since he's already been picked on. Why not continue that? And he will hear my voice in his mind. Your allies are perishing. There's nothing you can do. Intelligence saving throw for
Sure.
Mind Sliver, if you please.
Failure. He fails. You
Mhm.
succeed.
Mm-hmm.
7.
It has dealt 7 psychic damage, and he will have the negative 1d4 if he survives to some instance when she has to make a save.
Sure. I'll put the little icon again. No, Fang Snarl killed the one you did before, so I guess that's a positive thing.
As he should.
That's a positive, yeah.
Yes,
Okay. And you want to move back behind the wall again. Gotcha. Perfect.
indeed.
All right, Dante.
All right. I'm gonna. Do I have line of sight of this varmint right here?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Then I'll use my bonus action to steady aim. Say, all right, you. To quote Jaws for a moment. All right, you son of a. And then I'll take my shot. I'm slow right now.
Take that shot.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, yeah. Luck's turning around here. Look at this. Yeah, the acid vial hit. Now you got the crossbow hit.
Yeah, 16 damage, and that's my turn. Done.
Sweet. Sweet. This one goes down as well. You strike this one square in the head, and it's going to explode. Sheila is close. Sheila's going to take a save and see if she takes any damage from this. Oh, yeah, she is. Poor Sheila.
Uh-oh.
8 more damage to Sheila. She's taken 26 damage so far.
Sheila, no.
Where's
She's
Sheila?
She's going to move, actually. I forgot to move her as well. So she's going to... Now this guy's gone. She's going to back away and stand next to Amidon. She sees Amidon's doing the right thing here. All right, so let's go to Fritz. Fang Snarl.
Yeah, we're gonna same thing. First attack, the one right in front of me. Was that eel person wounded?
The one
That's the
to
one I
the
hit?
right was wounded multiple times by the tentacle that you would have seen. The one in head of you is you haven't attacked it, and you don't believe your friends have attacked it.
All right, I'll go for the wounded one.
Okay.
First attack.
And did you find out on D&D Beyond? You found the spot?
Yeah, but it's not connecting, so I'll add it.
Okay. We'll have to double check
I
that.
changed the dice though. See, look at that. Yes.
Oh,
Natural 20.
well, that's gonna hit. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, you can explode this eel for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think your damage minimum is 7, right? So
Yeah.
give me a dexterity
7,
save. You get advantage on this because I think you can see it. It's a dex save that you can see. Nice. So you do pass, but this one blows up and it's got electricity spouting out from it. 9, which will have to 4, which will then have to 2. Oh no, you don't. You're not a bear barbarian. You're because the lightning damage you don't have. So just 4, Fritz, is what you take.
Okay. Then second attack will be the one right in front of me.
Sure.
Yes, I
Wow.
love this color.
Changing to red was the best thing you did.
It's the best thing ever.
The white got changed to red from the
Yeah.
gore and blood spattered on
That's it.
by the dying eel folk.
A 1.
That's still 7 damage, right?
Yeah.
What is your barbarian path?
He's, Ancestral Guardian, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Ancestral guardian.
Yeah, so the spirits of your ancestors come out with each attack, and this creature, now that you've attacked something that hasn't died immediately, this creature is going to have disadvantage to attack anybody but you, and if it does, your friends are going to have resistance to the damage.
Yeah. Nothing worse than playing a barbarian and rolling a 1 on your damage. It's just
I actually did a poll recently.
Or
about,
your hit die
Awful.
roll when you gain a
love
level.
the hit dice.
Oh,
Just
yeah, forget
awful.
that. Yeah. D12's real fickle.
All right.
All right, so then we go to Trust. Top of the order. So the creatures are going to go, and then we'll switch over to Trust. Let's see. Doesn't look so good right now. This creature is going to... It's going to leave... Yeah, it's going to leave... No, it'll stay on... It's going to stay on you. It's realizing that it needs to be here. So it's going to attack you. Not going to hit. The one with the knife. Oh, wow. Really not good rolls here. Not going to hit. The creature is going to kind of circle around, hop over the table, and get behind with its ally here. You hear it start to screech out in its mysterious language. It calls. Looks like it's calling to the room behind it. You go, Trust?
Okay, that's me. I will. Can I get there? Where's my measuring tool? All right. Trust is gonna move in and also pull a jump over the table. Hi, I'm here now. And this fine fishy friend is going to get a booming blade attack. So melee attack. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Excellent. So it's going to take 7 piercing plus the thunder damage. I don't know why I did that.
It's been rolling a lot of dice. Yeah, it's fine. So
Yeah.
7,
Weird.
right?
Yes, 7. Bonus action. Tentacle's gonna slap the one in front of Fang Snarl.
Ooh.
For a natural 1, never mind. It did its best.
So just to recap, the booming blade does 7 piercing, 7 thunder, so a total of 14 to the
Yep.
larger eel folk. The one on the side, your tentacle whiffed,
Yep.
struck through the air. Okay.
Yep.
Now we go to Amadin.
They are quickly losing this fight. I do not regard them as being very capable opponents. I don't think they merit using up my resources, so I'll continue with my mind sliver. I will speak into the mind of the... Why don't we go with the spearman?
Gotcha. That's going to be...
Doom has come to you. Make, again, intelligence saving throw.
the creature fails, you succeed.
They were speaking a moment ago.
They were.
Were they using a language of their own?
Yeah, you
A
get a
unique-
sense
a
that
unique
you've...
tongue?
it's their own tongue, exactly.
He has suffered a mere 3 psychic damage.
And a minus d4 to his
Yes.
saves.
The
gotcha.
next save. It's the next save before the end of my next turn. specifically.
Perfect. Okay. You can see the mind sliver working its effect. He looks a little disoriented. We go to Dante Diamond Dew.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. I'll run up. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'll use my bonus action to dash. Can I move through the tentacle? All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Then I will pull out that rapier. And it's hot from the bonfire I was soaking up. Like I was absorbing energy. And it lights up green. And I'll cast a green flame blade as I go to skewer this one and try
Ooh.
to
Nice.
skewer the one behind it as well. Spells. Green flame blade. Guess I should pick the weapon I'm rolling with. Do it separately, I assume. I'm not sure.
Mhm. Yeah, you do the weapon melee attack and then the spell stuff.
All right. Let's see if I hit first. 22.
That connects.
All right, so that'll do 15, and then the green flame blade does another 5 fire damage, and then the one behind it, the bigger one, takes fire damage as well, which is
Oh,
the,
yeah.
which is the
How much you say the fire damage to the adjacent creature?
yeah. So
5
I
as
guess
well?
It's 5 as well. Yep.
Gotcha. All right, so couple things here. As your green flaming rapier strikes through the heart of the eel in front of you, the transfer of energy is followed. It's it's being chased by electrical energy as well. So the one to the left of the eel folk, he's gonna take the green flame damage, and then Trust, Fang Snarl, and Dante, you need to give me dexterity saves for the electricity.
All right.
17 for me.
That's a success.
20.
20 is a success. Oh, you get advantage though,
9.
Fritz, because it's a dexterity save.
That's right.
Come on. Let's
Here we
have a
go.
three-peat of saves here.
14.
Nice. You don't have a negative dex, because you're good.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I got +2.
Okay, so you're all passing 6 electric or lightning damage, so halves to 3. All right, so you each take 3. And this one splatters across the wall, and then we've got the big one left here, and he's taken quite a bit now. Let's see. All right, so let's go to Fritz. You're at the bottom of the order.
Real
Who's
quick,
next
I
to
do
me?
use the remainder of my movement to just kind of kneel down behind this table.
Oh, yeah.
that's up.
Fair enough.
For more company. I'm worried.
Sure.
And I'll say, it looks like these creatures are fans of that big light in the sky. They got some on their heads. Maybe they're thinking it's something interesting. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Fangsnell's going to growl and ask prisoners. We want prisoners.
I agree. Yes.
Do we?
He's going to... he'll make an unarmed attack and try to knock him out.
Okay.
Go with that. Not in that first one, and he'll try and hit him with the second one.
Your first rolls were so hot with these red dice. So unarmed strike is just going to be your strength, so 14, right? That's going to hit.
It's going to be +7.
Well, now you won't get your proficiency unless you're. Do you have a
I do
proficiency with
proficient
unarmed
strike.
attacks? Oh, you
Yeah.
do. Oh, okay. Then yeah, sure. You're going to hit either way. Go for it.
All right, so it's just
You
five.
can also
five
you
bludgeoning
can also
damage.
knock someone out with a melee weapon. By the way.
You could, but I think Fang Snarl, he can't. Once he's using that axe, he's using it.
Yeah, he's just trying to headbutt him, trying to bite him. So it's just 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, five bludgeoning. Gotcha. All right. Let's see here. All right, so you can let this one. Let's see. We'll need a dexterity save from Fang Snarl and from Trust.
Does it explode even if it doesn't die?
It's dying. It's dying.
I rolled a
I
5.
thought he was knocking it out.
Oh,
It's on
right.
strike.
I apologize. That was the whole point of the
Yeah.
you're just knock him out. I apologize. Then
knock him
no,
out.
you all are
Okay.
fine. No damage. This one goes down. We'll put it down right there. So you knock him out, and it's the end of the order here. Sheila is also going to run in, and she'll head here behind the thing with Dante, and she'll say to Dante, "What did you say before? The light? You think they're the one using the light?"
Well, I think they sure like it. You ever seen a moth to a flame? What about an eel to a lighthouse?
The light. Perhaps you're right. Now we go to the creature's turn. So this one went down unconscious, but as probably expected, the door behind him opens. This seems to be some sort of a storeroom, and there are 2 more of these creatures, and they run out to the group. We'll start with this one.
Y'all, we're not done.
Just imagine their perspective. They fling open the door. Aha! And there's
Yeah,
dead
there's just
bodies
dead
and guts
bodies.
of their allies everywhere.
Littering the floor here. Let's go with an attack on Trust and one on Fang Snarl. Trust is gonna actually, I think both. No. Sorry, Trust is gonna get hit. That's a total of 20. Fang Snarl a miss of 10. All right.
That definitely hits me.
You take 2 points of damage. These guys are not. They're not ready for this. 2 points of damage. And then we go to the top of the order here, which would be Trust.
All right. Rinse and repeat. We're gonna Booming Blade for my action. That's not gonna hit.
Not a
Shame.
1, unfortunately. No.
You were startled by them busting out of the closet.
Right? Okay, Tentacle of the Deep's gonna make a slap attack.
Hey,
Okay,
Slap.
does that one hit?
slap
16?
on. Yeah, slap
All
on.
right.
What's
For
that?
8 cold damage.
Okay, 8 cold. And you want to stay where you are, I assume, right?
I think I invoke an opportunity attack from both of them if I move, since I'm within 5 feet.
Yeah, so you'd
So
wanna stay.
yeah, I'm gonna have to stay. Unfortunately, she
Amidon.
doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Just gonna say.
you've taken quite a bit
Yep.
of electricity.
Yeah.
Amidon is up.
I will look at the creature, this one here, who probably has just stepped out into chunks of his allies' remains. Telepathically, I will say to him, if you want a chance to possibly survive, you will surrender and answer the questions that we have. I will roll an intimidation check to add on to that.
Sure.
I've come up with a 15.
I'll say you can have advantage on this as well because, like you said, all of the creatures' friends are scattered about the walls of this inner lighthouse.
I never turned down advantage. Okay,
Okay.
well, the first roll was better.
15. You can see this creature seems a bit more hesitant as it's kind of double clutching its knife in its hand. Anything else from you?
I'm taking cover behind the table.
Behind the
strategic.
turned over table, correct. Dante Diamondu.
All right, I will bonus action fast hands just in case. Throw out some caltrops in front of the other door there. Say just in case they got more company for us, and then I'm gonna say, get away from them. Don't make them burst again. And I'll ready in action if my allies get away from one of the two, so that I don't worry about them exploding. Then I'll take a shot, but
Yeah.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
I think that's a good plan. Knock them out. Don't slay them. So you'll need to do melee attacks to do so.
I put a little circle where the caltrops are.
Perfect. Yep, that's my turn.
Fritz, Fang Snarl.
The one that's down that we knocked out, can I step into that space?
Sure.
I don't mind if I step on him in the process.
He won't mind
So
either.
I'll put myself here. And we'll do the first attack on the one to the left.
My guy right here. Is this a unarmed attack again?
No, this is going to be the first one's going to be a full attack.
Oh, we're back to okay.
Just to try to bring the hit points down.
Okay. You could do it either way,
We'll
though.
see.
You don't have to try to kill him.
Well, I mean,
It's up to you.
Thanks, Snarl. I mean, an axe is an axe. You do.
Okay. All right.
You want to use it to split someone. 9.
Yeah, you're
14?
gonna hit. It's a. You have enough to hit him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Total of
It's going to be
8.
8.
Gotcha. Okay. Second attack.
Second one, he'll headbutt him.
Okay.
Yeah.
These red dice love you. All right.
Let me. It's going to be
And that's
5.
just gonna
Do I
be
get the
5,
+2 for the? Because I'm proficient. Do I get that for the rage?
The rage would just be a melee attack, right? Does it have to be a weapon
Yeah.
attack? Does anybody remember?
Let's see. Let me look down the
Can it
sheet.
just be a unarmed strike as well?
Melee attack with your strength, if I recall.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, as long as it's melee, you're fine.
Yeah.
So then it's 7. Yeah.
7.
Okay. This one looks like it's pretty beaten pretty hard. Still standing. Both of them are still standing. They sustained some damage from you all. And then we go to top of the order here, so they'll go. This one is gonna flee. It's gonna run for the door. So we got 5, 10. It's gonna try to get out of here. 15, 20, 25, 30. You can all take attacks of opportunity if you have a weapon out. I think it's Trust and Fang Snarl.
I never specified that I had drawn my dagger, so I will say that my offhand is empty. I have my wand is in my main hand.
Gotcha.
Does an 8 hit?
An 8 does not hit,
All right.
unfortunately. Fang Snarl, are you attacking it?
Yeah, can I try and... It has to be a weapon
Has to be
attack?
a standard attack, yeah. It's not attack action.
I'll let him go. I mean, I would have enough knowledge if he's got some sort of mojo and electrifying us, and he's running.
He does, yeah. Okay.
Let him go.
But
you
you
could
can try to
unarmed
subdue
strike.
him. Yeah.
You could unarmed strike for your option
Yeah,
attack.
You could subdue
No, can I
him
unarmed strike?
if you're... Yeah. If you would like to
Oh,
try
then
to...
I'll unarmed strike him then. Yeah, that I didn't know if I could do that. There we go.
I imagine
7.
an unarmed strike is much faster than swinging a great axe.
Yeah, probably. Let's
Quite
see, that's going to
opportunistic.
connect. And it's going to be a total of 7 damage, right? And you did not want to kill him, so he's just going to fall to the floor, probably here then. Okay. Because he's not even going to really leave. So then we go to this creature, who's going to, I guess, run as well. It doesn't want to take any more damage, so it's going to run out here. 5, 10, 15, 20,
I'll
25,
take my
30. And it's going to head off to the side as it runs
I get my
towards the
shot?
gatehouse. You get attack, yes. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Take your shot while it's within melee reach of Trist's blade. Trust.
Trust.
12.
Close, but no. It's going to be able to escape, and I think Trust used a attack already, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to get out to here, to the courtyard, by the bonfire. All right, now we go to top of the order. Actually, Sheila did not go, and I keep forgetting to go with her. So she'll also sneak out here. She'll pull a dagger from her boot and throw. See if she can connect here. For a total of measly 8. Not going to hit. All right. We'll go to the top. Trust.
Well, the one ran off, and we just have the unconscious ones.
Yep. That's correct.
Well, do we want to go after it, or do we want to...
I'm for that.
Okay.
Yes.
She will turn around and head out this way and toss her dagger at it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Does a 15 hit?
It does.
That's 5 piercing, and how far can I move my tentacle?
It's a good question.
Move it. Spell action. Create it.
I feel like I thought 30 feet was something that it could do.
Yeah, I'm reading
60
through
feet
it.
is where you can place it.
Yeah, I can move it. I can move it up to 30 feet on a
Okay.
turn. Is
That's what I
the
thought.
creature still within 30 feet?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, it's about 40 feet away.
All right. Then she'll just dismiss the. Actually, no. The tentacle will stay. It's just gonna
Okay.
chill. It's gonna vibe.
That's what it does best.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. And then we go to Amadin.
When I spoke telepathically to it on my last turn, it did not reply. And by the way, the creature actually has to share a language with me to understand my telepathy.
You know, I
in-
was
in
just
terms
thinking
of,
that
like,
too.
yeah, that this telepathic feat I have specifies that.
Yeah.
I don't think typically telepathy specifies that, but this feat does.
So share a language with
sadly.
you. What language do you speak?
Common and undercommon.
Common and undercommon. No. No.
So it just got intimidated by me in an emotional way, not in
It was a
literally
very emotional
understanding my
moment.
words.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, a bear could roar at you, and that's intimidating, right?
Absolutely.
So, he did not want to try to parlay. That's too bad. I will step there. I can see him. Okay, very well. I'll probably be casting and then stepping back inside.
Yeah.
But when I am out there, I will shoot a ray of frost at the fleeing eel folk. Come on, work. Has it worked? Oh, it has.
It has.
Okay. It's a 17 to hit with 13 cold damage.
Yep, you're going to...
Actually, I have a phrase I utter. Oh, I've completely forgotten. What do I say? I say something to cast the spell. I say... Cut in yellows.
Nice. And that ray of frost strikes true. Stop him. Dead in his tracks. He'll technically explode, but there's nobody around him. So I'll just remove him from the board. And that'll end the combat. You look around the room and you see all the dead, splattered bodies of the eel folk, and your companions, who all look a bit weary. You can discuss what you'd like to do here.
Pop up and I train my crossbow on that door like...
Trust, are you able to speak with these creatures if you're in the water with them? Because in the water you've spoken with fish and even clams.
I can speak to animals, not monstrosities.
Only to animals, okay.
Also, does anyone have a health potion or like some heal? I don't feel so good.
I do have one, in fact. Would this do the trick?
Is it a basic health potion?
That it is.
All right, yeah. She is like at a third of her health, so she will take it.
What did it for you? Was it the big? There was one big attack on you, right? That did quite a bit
it was
of
the
HP?
very first attack. The very first attack ate a third of my health, and then it just got worse from there.
Yeah, the electrical discharges.
Yeah. What's a basic health potion? Is it 2d4 plus 4?
Plus 2, if I'm not mistaken.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
Yes.
Okay. 5 points back. I will take it.
There is one door open, and I see Dante.
I did not believe that.
You found it. Typical rogue.
Yeah, I thought I'd go see what's in here real quick.
And I've got rope, so in the meantime, I'm gonna tie both of them up.
Fangsnarl gets to business.
Yes.
Just
Good
tie them
thinking,
up,
Fang Snarl. So,
and we'll drag them out to the bonfires.
You want to tie him to like the post or the wall, stone wall or something, or the gate that's something like that, or do you just want to hog tie him?
Just hog time, drag them out.
Okay, I'll put the bodies here for now. Dante.
I'll stand over them just to watch them.
Okay, sounds good.
Move me there.
Dante, you enter in the room that the two creatures were in, the two hidden creatures, I should say, were in. This is clearly some sort of a storeroom in the lighthouse. It's got a variety of different items here. Basically, you can see there are moldy barrels of food. They seem to be clawed apart, and the contents, whether it's grain or others, scattered across the floor. There's also some equipment, lighthouse, tools and the such that you might find here on the premises, as well as a couple of chests.
If I can kick open a chest with my boot, just give it a quick kick.
Yeah, you can open them up here. It looks like there's some sort of there's a storage of gold and other coins here. At the top of your head, you must be a few hundred gold pieces worth of silver, copper, various gems and things like that. At first glance.
All right. Well, I'll take out a satchel and see if I can bundle it up then.
How big of a satchel do you have?
Let's see. My satchel is... Thought I had a satchel. I just have a backpack, I guess.
Nah.
Wrong character.
Sheila sees you looking for a satchel, and then you realize you don't have one. And then she says, what are you doing?
I was gonna... Oh, this is probably his, huh?
We're not here for any gold. All right?
Yeah, well,
What
I
belongs
just
to the
figured,
Skyhorns belongs to the Skyhorns.
I suppose. You're right.
She shakes her head at you in disgust. And she heads over to Trust. Did you say you could speak with these creatures, or no?
No.
What
You will
are
be able to next level.
they? Yes, right? You can, right? You gain
I thought the
more
Fathom
speed. Yeah.
Warlock had that ability. It's a 6th level feature.
6th level. All right.
What is
What do
your
you think these
pack?
creatures are here for? I've never seen the likes.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of monsters living in the... Maybe they were attracted by the light. I'm gonna open this door and exit this conversation now, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Trust is gonna open the door that didn't open and check out what's in there.
Wouldn't it be funny if the door really didn't open?
Dang it, it's locked.
I'm just gonna just leave
Let me in!
the other way.
You see a room housing old bunk beds with frayed linens. An empty weapons rack sits against the eastern wall. Notably, there are no spears.
Well,
Those creatures seem a little simple-minded. I don't know if they are the ones completely orchestrating this situation. It is possible. They could have a leader that's more of a overlord, mastermind.
they could have just been coming in from the cold and the rain. She shouts from the room. I'd like to search the room for any signs of a struggle or altercation.
Give me a investigation check.
19.
No, you don't. It seems like people have been lounging here. The beds look like they're half made. You inspect the grounds around that has there's a bit of food scrap. But generally speaking, this looks like it's a comfortable living quarters.
Well, everything looks normal in here.
I do have a way to glean some information from the two that we've knocked out. I'll probably want to do that once they've regained consciousness. So I think, Fang Snarl, you will be the right one to make sure that they remain bound up and they don't escape or get rescued by allies that come slithering in here.
Bobby, how tall are these monsters?
The smaller ones,
Yeah.
you would say probably they range between 5 and 5.5 feet. The larger ones look like they're maybe a foot taller.
So I'll take the smaller one and lift him up by his legs. Hold him
Okay.
upside down.
Take his lunch money.
So, so Amadon can interrogate him. Hold him
Okay.
up right up to his face.
Well, I
wake him up.
have something I can do, but I'm going to want him to be awake for that. So you've roughed him up pretty good. It might be a little while before he comes to. So why don't you put them somewhere where they can, like, maybe in one of those rooms and shut the door. Maybe you'd even stand guard just in case they attempted to effect an escape. And in the meanwhile, Dante or even myself might sneak up these stairs and see what is in store. The landing above, I saw nothing through the window, but the stairs continue on even higher. So who's to say what's in the upper reaches of the lighthouse here?
No sign of Lucian Skyhorn, correct? The old man? And she calls him
Not
to
yet.
Trust and Dante.
Not yet, no. This room looked fine.
So what do you think? Fang Snarl, will you keep an eye on the two and probably put them in that
he'll
room?
Do that. He'll drag him into the storage room here.
Okay.
Dante, do you want to scout up the stairs, or I can as well?
Yeah, I'll go check it out. Y'all can hang tight if you will.
Okay. I'll be not far behind you.
All right. So be it.
So I'll let Dante, get whatever space that he needs to perform at his best, and I will sneak trailing behind him at some distance.
Sounds good. Dante, you want to have any as you approach, do you want to do anything in a certain way, certain manner?
Just put up my collar and to be on the lookout for any glowing light bulby fish heads, eel heads. And then I'll start moving up the stairs, but kind of keeping my back to the inner pillar of it, so that I can kind of brace my weight against it without making too much noise as I creep up the stairs while keeping an eye around the corner. All right.
Sure. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth. 25.
Nice. Amidon suggests it, and then all of a sudden they look around. Where did Dante go? He's gone. You creep up the steps, these stone steps that lead to the top of the lighthouse. You see the window that Amidon had investigated when you were outside, and you can see through the grime that is now relatively cleaned. You can actually see your boat down on the docks. It looks like the crew have started to get a bit closer. There are some now that are on the boat. It looks like there are some people on the docks, but no more than the 5 or 6 crewmen that you had. When you get to the top of the staircase, you can see a iron door. It definitely looks like it is closed, most likely locked as well. It does have a lock mechanism on it.
I'll put my ear to it.
Perception check.
All right. Nine.
So,
I would imagine about this point, Amidon catches up with you as you've stalled out. You haven't gone up any further.
No. Yeah, you can get up.
I'll use telepathy as to be completely silent.
How do you? Go ahead. Say it again. I interrupted you.
This is to Dante. I'm using telepathy, and we can communicate this way. Is it locked?
Maybe. I just want to make sure I'm not opening up the door into trouble first. I don't hear nothing.
Did you hear anything beyond?
Nah. Nay.
I'll give it a try. I will do just that. So I'll make my own perception check, which comes to 22, resounding.
It's relatively quiet. You kind of press your ear up to the door, kind of look to the bottom where there's the gap. You don't really see or hear anything, but you do smell something. Smells pretty foul, like body odor,
Like
and
foul play,
body odor,
rotten
and
corpse, festering cadaver, putrescence.
It could be. It could also be poop. You could also smell poop.
There's something foul on the other side. It doesn't smell good. I don't know what it is. It could be Lucian dead. It could be Lucian having relieved himself whilst sealing himself in here to avoid the slithery, deep spawn creatures. So...
All right. Well, let's give it a peek.
What do you reckon, Dante?
That sounds as good a explanation as any. So unless you and I want to go climb up the outside, I think we should just give it a peek here, see what happens, huh? Be ready
The window is the window fashioned such that it can open?
No.
Want to air it out?
No.
No, the window in the stairwell. No.
Mm-hmm.
However, the door that's at the top, you can't see the window from there. Remember, it turned the corner up the
Right.
spirals. So
Right.
Is there space under the door, or is it pretty like sealed?
it's there's some space, but it's not much that you could slip out of paper maybe or something like that, but not an item.
Not like I couldn't use like a mirror.
That would be even too thick.
Okay. Well, I'll just try the door. Try to give it a little.
It's clearly
You said it was
locked.
locked.
Yeah,
you
it's
said it was
clearly
locked.
locked.
It is
You
locked.
jiggle the handle and it's locked.
All
Let's
right.
return to our allies and share with them what we've discovered.
Very
Dante.
well. You go report. I'll stay here, keep an eye on the door.
Okay.
So Amadin does just that. Quietly goes back down the steps. Thanks, Snarl, Trust, Sheila. There is an iron door. It's locked from the inside. I've smelled something foul. So I'm hoping that Lucian has locked himself in there to, protect himself from the assaults of these anglerfish-headed monstrosities, and just had to relieve himself in the meantime. Though let's not rule it out that he has perished.
So if he's dead, like, is there like next of kin for like his stuff that we need to contact, or is that for us to decide what
Lucian
to do
is the
with?
last of his line. Sheila
Okay,
chimes
good.
in.
Let's go.
Dante, while you're up top and waiting for Amadin to bring the reinforcements up, the door handle that you were just jiggling is starting to glow red hot.
I'm gonna take a 2 steps back down the stairs and just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, it's now bright red and orange. You feel like if you were to touch it again, it would clearly cause some burn damage.
Yeah. Huh. Don't like that. I'll just watch it.
Amadin, Trust, Fang Snarl, you can approach and you see Dante looking, studying the door handle that also glows.
I'm inclined to go up to the roof.
Oh, I thought you were going. Oh, so you're gonna go on the outside.
I'm speaking to my allies here.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Why?
Well, look at the door. It's glowing red hot. I don't think anyone wants to touch that.
I mean, I'm resistant to fire. I could try and open it. Just,
It would still burn you some.
I mean, some, but not much. Just tickles a little.
Well,
You gave her that nice
You
healing
say
potion.
that now, but I've seen it before. Well, okay. Let's think optimistically. I think Lucian is in there. Does Lucian have the ability to cast a spell that produces this heat? He is Lucian, some sort of light mage or lighthouse keeper.
He's always been fond of the sea creatures.
Do you know that if he possesses arcane ability or magical talents of any variety?
I don't personally, but I don't know him well.
Well, Sheila, why don't you just call out at the door? Maybe it's just him in there protecting himself.
Fair enough. Lucian? Mr. Skyhorn? Hello? It's Sheila Coppertree. We've met once, I believe, down at the Early Gull, many years ago. I'm looking for a ship. And then after a pause, maybe 2 or 3 rounds go by, she looks at you all, and then the doorknob starts to... the heat starts to recede, and you can see the door handle showing its, this iron handle again. It looks like it is normal to the touch if you were to grab at it. You hear an unlocking of many latches, and then the door opens just a crack, and you see set of eyes peering out behind the door. And then door swings open. The air wafting out at you. The smell hits your nostrils. And you can tell there's a chamber pot right by the door. And Lucian, his white, scraggly beard, his long, unkept gray hair. He's got this long hook nose, and he's standing there in front of you all. He reeks of body odor. And he says, "Oh, you dealt with those monsters downstairs. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Have no fear, we have slain the nasty things. Speaking of which, Fang Snarl, you should keep an eye on the two that we've bound up. Would you do the honors?
Yeah, I'll head back down there. Just keep an eye on them.
Fang Snarl, agree.
Okay.
So,
Sad puppy
Lucian,
face.
go ahead.
We'll
What'd you
just
say?
holler if anything, if they start, waking up and kicking and fussing.
Howl if they do that?
Yeah, he'll give a yell. They're still out though, right, Bobby?
Yeah,
just-
they're unconscious, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Lucian says, Come in. I've been trapped here in this room for 3 days.
I see.
Oh, hold on. And he goes over and grabs that chamber pot and throws it out the open window where you can see there's a massive fire that is causing this the lighthouse to still beam out into the ocean. I'm going to move you on the map a little bit because there's another section here. There we go. So you can see Lucian here just at the top of the stairs here. So you're all entering in from this iron door that's at the center, and it's nice in here. It looks like this is a place where he's been spending his time. It is relatively neat, despite the fact that there's the smell, the pungent smell in the air. And he says, "Oh, you are truly heroes. You have saved me. Now, we have a bigger problem at hand." He looks to all of you and he says, I take it that's your boat down there?
It's her boat, and I point to our traveling companion whose name escapes me
Sheila.
at this moment. Sheila. I wanted to say Sharon, and I knew that wasn't right. Trust points to Sheila.
Yes, Mr. Skyhorn, I'm Sheila Coppertree. I'm looking for Aaron Hest. I believe his ship went down here on the island a few days ago. The creatures in the water, they took it. Have you seen it? Oh, yes, I saw the ships. There were 2 or 3 of them that went down. It's those damn eel folk. They came here. What is it, 3-4 days now?
What are those creatures?
I've heard tales of them, that they used to roam these lands, but I haven't experienced any. I've never heard of a eel folk sighting, and yet here we are.
You don't know what they're called formally, or the name for themselves?
I've never heard of them. Never seen them before. I've only heard rumors that they're a race of humanoid eels. They can go on land.
Well, they're not much to look at, so.
No.
Okay. And for 3 days you've been barred up or locked up in here for your own safety, and am I to understand that our ship is sunken along with some others?
I saw it, yes. However, those creatures, they're here for more than just ships. The ships are kind of the cherry, but the rest, they're here for the bowl. The bowl down below the lighthouse. My family has kept this bowl. It is a Skyhorn secret. We've used it for good throughout generations. I'm the last of my family. I've sworn to protect the bowl and keep it from falling into evil hands. A Skyhorn will always be a beacon for good.
Is this like a salad bowl, a soup bowl, like
No.
a breakfast cereal?
No, you don't eat from it. No, although I
Okay.
guess you could. But no, you don't. You don't eat from it. It's a ceremonial bowl. When it's filled, and a simple ritual is performed, you can use the power of the sea. You can command the sea to do what you need it to do. I've used it
Ooh.
a number of times over my keep of the lighthouse, but I've only used it during times of storm, and I've protected the ships as they've come through.
So I might understand that someone has stolen the bowl and they're causing these torrential sea swells.
That's it.
And it's this eel-like monstrosities that have done so.
Exactly. These murderous raiders, they lurk around the island and in the underwater cavern below.
Well,
What I'm telling you is a Skyhorn secret. For 6 generations, we've owned this lighthouse.
Do you have any other secrets?
He get taken aback by that. What do you mean? He
Well,
waggles
they
his
could be
bushy
They
eyebrows.
could be pertinent. It could be pertinent to our mission at hand.
No, there's no other secret except... Well... I think I know why the creatures have been taking ships. You see, it's not just the treasure or whatever they want the ship for. Sometimes, when you try to command the sea does not want to listen. It's happened a few times. In fact, my dear wife, she passed many years ago. I couldn't prevent it. We summoned the creature and it attacked back. Sometimes you just can't control them. I believe that they are taking these ships, and I didn't see any of the survivors. They must have been taken down below. They're using them for something. Something horrible.
Hold that thought. Circle back just a tick. The creature? Are you speaking of this water, this elemental dragon, whatever
Yes,
it is?
the sea itself.
Okay.
Those who are not strong-willed enough, it can break from them.
Well, I imagine that one's will must be iron strength to command such a mighty elemental dragon. Okay. Do we know where exactly their lair is? Have the sunken ships plunged down nearby their lair?
There's a cavern on the northern side of the island. I can take you there. There's a trap door in the storage room. We can access it from there. I haven't been able to get out. Is everything all right down there? I heard the combat.
We dispatched of them.
Yeah, you're gonna want a couple buckets and some mops and a whole lot of water, maybe some soap. But yeah, everything's fine.
Can I help you in any way? Are you hurt?
Yes.
Here, take these. And he takes out some good berries in his hand. You recognize them immediately. He has about 8 of them in his hand, and he'll offer it to anybody that'd like it.
Take the berries.
Sure. He'll give you half of them. He'll give you 4.
Okay.
Here, take these. Take them. Yes. They'll nourish you.
I'll take a couple.
He'll give you 2.
Sure.
He says, your other companion down there, is he okay? Yeah, motioning to the stairs where Fangsnarl went.
I think so. He's very tough.
He could make use of eating a few of those berries himself.
Well, I have 2 left. Here, take them. Bring them to him. I don't know how much help I can be, but I will guide you down into the caverns. Does that seem I don't want to seem like I'm a coward. I'm an old man past my prime.
Mm-hmm. We're thinking that these eelish monstrosities have infested the very cave beneath this isle.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it.
And the ships are sunken nearby here?
They were very close to the island. I saw them. And he motions out to the window, just past the docks. In fact, I saw your ship.
The Jade Line is sunken.
How badly does the cave flood at high tide?
The cave does flood a bit. I assure you, though, I've been there at all times of the day. It is manageable. You can all swim?
Yes. And she'll turn to her other companions. If you want me to be able to do the underwater breathing thing for everyone, I'm gonna need a long rest. Just saying. Gonna take
If we
more
go-
than a nap.
Okay.
You saying this so Lucian can hear or no?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll say
a long rest. Long rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I do want to interrogate after a fashion the two that we've captured. That will take some time. Whenever they wake up, that is.
So,
Well, we'll
do you
see.
want to
The
rest
long
here?
rest is a maybe. I don't know if we should spend all that time though.
I mean, we don't have to. I still have one spell slot, and I have all my daggers still, and
A short rest would gain you back the spell.
spell slots, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But I still wouldn't be able to make you all breathe underwater if, there's
Okay.
another
Uh-huh.
water monster that swallows Dante again.
Poor Dante.
I have a way, but it's only for myself. I can't bestow water breathing on another.
Do you, perhaps I can still be of service? And he goes to his workbench and he takes out, let's see here. Yeah, what does he take out here? Yep, he takes out 2 potions. And he says, these will help you breathe under the water. And he gives them to
there you
Trust.
go.
Fantastic. Well, then we're all fine.
I think we're well equipped to continue after a short rest. Let's say,
Mhm.
perhaps you and Fang Snarl can recuperate, and I will see if I can't glean something from the odd minds of these captured things, and then we proceed. That's something of a plan.
Sure.
All right.
What about you, Dante? What are you doing during this encounter?
You and a snack on my apple that I started eating earlier.
Nice. The smell is not as appetizing in here, but you could eat it.
Yeah.
Sit by the window.
So why don't we reconvene down below with Fang Snarl? We'll take a short rest, and we'll see if we can't get these creatures to wake up.
I'll ready my things as well. All right, so we're head downstairs.
Yes.
All right. Moving back over to the other side here. After a short moment, Lucian will join you back downstairs. And yeah, you can take the short rest here. We'll take an hour break. You want to roll hit dice or anything else while you're doing this? Just call out what you do, and you can discuss the plan.
I'll rest because I got to heal up a little bit. I mean, I'm still good, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Trust and Fang Snarl will roll their hit dice and get their hit points back, and Trust will get her spell slot back.
Yep.
And
Esper
I'll
was just
see what-
talking about. You were just talking about the hit dice, right? For Fritz.
yeah, there we go. 2.
Look at that
Yes.
barbarian hit dice.
Oh, I was thinking about at when the barbarian gains a level,
Oh,
it rolls to
gotcha.
increase maximum hit die,
Gotcha.
maximum hit points, and rolls a
the
1
worst.
on the d12. Yeah.
There you go.
Though I
And
what about
do
these-
implement the
these-
house rule where you receive at the minimum half of your class hit die when you increase your maximum hit points.
Gotcha. It's like a fail
What about
safe.
these strange berries?
Oh, the berries. That's
Well,
right.
Here, these two are for you, Fang Snarl. Hold on to them for when you need. They can reinvigorate you a small amount. They're not
He's
going to stop a gushing burst artery or something.
He's a little suspicious. How could berries do this? They're for elves and gnomes. You'd have to persuade him. Got to give me a persuasion check. DC 15 because he likes you.
It's for your own good. Hold on to these. I have accomplished a mere 10.
nope.
Fine. If you don't like berries, I'll keep them.
Dante, he called you out. He said berries are for elves.
Elves and gnomes and not for the hero. Heroes eat meat.
That's a factual statement. I have no quarrel with that.
All right, so Dante, you rolled high.
Have you
here.
have you sampled the eel man while we were up above?
Oh, thanks, Earl. Did you?
Oh no, the live ones, not the dead ones yet. We got
Wait,
the
you sampled
bonfire
the
out
live-
there.
You did unarmed strike them. I mean, it could have been a
did.
bite
yeah,
off
He's,
sure.
some of their.
he's just waiting for after we interrogate. You know, usually you eat prisoners.
Oh my gosh. They're good. I mean, you've had eel sushi, delicious.
Better than berries.
How can it be any different than that?
It's no different. It's a trust. You rolled high too, right? You're at a 9 and
Yeah.
a 4. So let's do a little recap on our hit points, our statistics here. So I'm gonna switch over to our individual screens here. So let's start with Fritz. Fritz, what is your hit points at? And I'm gonna show everybody your stats here. So where are we at?
I'm at 43. Took a little bit of damage, most of the electrical, the little
Yeah.
seashell knives. They did nothing, and I don't think any of the spears hit me.
Okay, so
So
you're
I'm
at
in pretty
43
good
of
shape.
55. Do you want to
55
take
total
any?
down to 43?
You taking any more hit dice? I know you saw you rolled 1. Do you want to roll another or no?
Yeah, we'll roll another because we don't really know what these sea creatures are going to give up.
Gotcha. So what's your con? Is it 4 or 3?
Just no motivation today. 3.
3. So 4 more hit points back. So you'd be at 47. Do you want to roll again, or are you good?
No, we're good. We'll save it.
All right, so you have 47. Let's go over to Esper. How's
Could have
Amidon
eaten
doing?
Berry.
The berry.
Amidon's unscathed. I'm just waiting on these slimy things to come to.
Gotcha. Okay, so 27 out of 27. Full hit dice. Let's see. Let's go to Sarah. Sarah, how's Trust doing?
Yeah. She rolled how many total did she roll? I think she rolled 3 total. So she's back up to 33 or 30 out of 33.
30 out of
It's
30.
looking
Good.
much better. Yeah.
Okay. And you have 4 berries in your pocket?
Mhm.
Okay. And then let's go
Do
to...
you want one of the berries that Fang Snarl refused? It'll give you 2.
Hang on to those.
Fangs knows just give them one of the magic berries.
Yeah. She's gonna hold on to her berries. She's not gonna eat those yet.
Not yet.
Dante, did you get a handful for yourself?
Oh no, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Bounce.
I
You
have
want a
4
berry?
of them. I don't know if I need. Here, just take 1 at least. What if it's an emergency situation? Fang Snarl's been knocked witless, bleeding to death on the ground. You have to force feed 1 to him. That's probably the only way he'll ever eat one, but it will save his life.
All right, I'll pack 1. I didn't realize these were such special berries. All right, I'll take.
They're
one.
quite special. There you are.
You're all special to me.
So you got a berry. And were you hit at all, or you're 43?
I rolled my hit dice. I was mostly hurt by the
The
power
elemental.
of the sea out
Yep.
and about, and then I got zapped once.
Okay. So where you at now? Full hit points?
Full hit points, 43 of 43. I bounce back.
Sweet. Okay. All right, so you take your short rest. The eel folk will will come to. We'll say the bigger one comes to first, and it gets its bearings. It realizes it's hog-tied and it's in the storage room. It sees Amadin and Trust probably at the angle it's at.
I would have been in there standing over it.
Oh, well then it's definitely
Yeah.
intimidated a bit. Sees this massive knoll hovering over it. What do you say?
I say nothing. I look at it right into its dark, glossy eyes. A piercing gaze, I give it. I will use a telepathic ability of detecting thoughts on the creature.
Okay.
Let us be summons. So I will be concentrating on this, and I maybe flip a little copper piece in my hand. I'm like, here, let me. I think I have a. Here we are. Yes, I just have to give a little like that, and
Get your prop.
a little roll it along the fingers.
Sure. No
So
country for old
first,
men's
I learn the surface thoughts of the creature. What's most on its mind at this moment?
Right now, it's thinking of how to escape. It's looking and analyzing the room. It's trying to break free of its bondage.
Reach out with my mind and attempt to probe deeper into its thoughts. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
He failed, yeah. You succeed, it failed.
So now I get a deeper insight into essentially its larger overarching plots, plans, motivations, deeper than just the surface thought, something that's been maybe ongoing for a while. I'm obviously most interested in any information I can glean about their current predicament.
You get mostly its emotional state. It's not fear of you all. It's not fear of dying, but yet fear of letting down perhaps the weight of its entire eelfolk race. Now, I know you can also probe with verbal questions, but you don't speak the same language. So is this the extent of what you can garner from its mind, or?
Well, I'll read this to you, and
yeah, I'm reading it as well.
Interpret it as you see fit. You gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something that it worries over, loves, or hates.
Yeah, that's what I had read.
It's feeling a terrible pressure, a weight of bearing a weight of fulfilling its role or its duty amongst its entire tribe or clan of slithery D's.
That's it.
Nothing about a bowl, a magical device, a plot to sack Freeport, ships.
You don't gain anything about Freeport. There's nothing in its mind about the area here, but the bowl definitely would come to mind when it's, again, worrying or over this sort of existential dread that it's got. And again, no fear of you all. You seem like you've seen them all explode and die. They seem to have no problem dying for their cause, whatever this cause would be.
They seem to be very social. Right? They each one is sort of expendable. It's the greater whole that matters
the greater
to them,
good,
not individuals.
Yep.
I see. I wonder if it actually would have been better to detect the thoughts while we were not in its presence, but that's okay. I'm still learning this character. I've got some wonderful ideas for him. I would like to actually spend some time in Freeport, but we'll see if we get around to having time to do that. There's also something about fire and trust in the lighthouse that could be interesting too. There's a second one.
There's a second one. You can wait till that one awakes as well.
Well, the spell only has a duration of 1 minute, so I've probably exhausted the 1 minute.
Correct.
I could cast it again, but we'll see. The lesser eel folk, I don't know. particularly feel that I'm going to glean much more from it, especially since I now know that they are this colonial hive, like a hive.
Like a hive mind, yeah.
Yes.
The creature does seem like it's openly struggling with its ropes. You can decide what you'd like to do, but it doesn't hide the fact that it's trying to get loose.
It's language. Do I have a way to comprehend or speak a language? That is really that's what's tripping me up.
Anything Trust or Dante or Fangsnarl want to say?
We assume no common, right? We didn't try
No.
to speak in common.
It looks at you kind of quizzically when you say something in common. It doesn't seem to comprehend what you're asking.
Draw a picture of the bowl. Fangsnarl's not the best artist.
Sure. You draw a picture of a bowl.
Sketch out of the bowl and
Do you do it on
point to it.
parchment or where do you draw this?
Piece of wood with some charcoal. Just hold it up.
Okay, so you take like a plank or
charred
something.
bone of one of its allies.
Right.
Yeah.
You take like a plank of wood or something and start to like draw on it. It's a very crude drawing of a bowl, I assume. Water in it.
Yeah, maybe some waves below it.
Okay. Yeah, the creature, you get its attention. Why don't you give me a let's see. Well, what do you think? What type of check would this be to communicate, like almost like charades? What would we do? Would this be charisma? Would this be an
Performance.
insight? I'm trying to think.
I'd say performance since it's an art form.
Sounds
You
good
could
to me.
also make an argument for like a dexterity check since it's a physical medium.
The hand-eye coordination to draw something.
Yeah.
Fangstar, I'll let you decide how you want to do this. Do you want it to be more of a performance, like a charade, or is it more of a?
I'd say performance, even though I've got a -1 on it.
Okay.
They're trying to. Hey,
It's
that's
like playing
pretty good for
Pictionary.
Noel.
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah,
charismatic.
Go ahead. Okay, with the -1/7. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it is a a semicircle. But
Two
you
lines.
see it. Yeah, it does look at it, and it seems to pause for thought. That's about all I'll give you. It's a good idea.
Hey, for Noel, it's a genius idea.
You thought long and hard about this, Fritz.
This.
Trust is very proud of you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the creature is trying to get free. I don't know if anybody wants to address this, but it seems to be wiggling out of its bindings as we speak.
Well,
Does
thanks,
I-
Snarl. Why don't you just give him another good wallop, send him back to sleepy time dreamland.
Yeah, knock him out again.
Yeah. So you conk him on the head,
Boom.
and he falls back asleep. The creatures are Esper, as Amidon again tried to probe his mind. You got a sense that they really are a tight knit group, and the fear was the weight of the world on him. It wasn't really die for his cause.
Lucian, you seem to have a gift of magic. Do you have an ability to bestow upon me linguistic powers so that I can communicate with these creatures? I don't even know what tongue it is they're speaking. I can only assume it's one of their own.
I tried my best to try to calm them down. They came in here like bats out of hell, and I couldn't make heads or tails of what they're saying. I did try to speak with some of the gulls. Did any of you see any of the gulls in town? Is that why you're here?
Like the seagulls?
Yes, I spoke to the gulls, and
it's Frogwater who
oh
got
Yeah.
us started on this mission.
oh so All of those gulls that I spoke with, none of them.
Dungeon Master, here is my proposal to you. I have attempted to communicate with these creatures both verbally and telepathically, a good deal telepathically, and I've also probed deeply with a successful detect thoughts. Maybe I could have picked out a couple words from these creatures. Could I make a check? Could I
words
make
in the eel language you're talking about?
Yes. Could I make some sort of check, some sort of investigation, insight, perception?
Yeah, I would say insight check.
Picked up at least a few basic words.
Yeah, I would say insight check would be
Insight.
the role here. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense to me. I was able to glean or figure out intuitively what sounds meant what.
Mm-hmm.
I have no particular skill with this, but here goes. It didn't roll. Let's try this again. There we go. Drat. No,
I will say,
it's
though,
I can't make any sort of sense out of it. It's just gurgling gibberish.
Exactly, the gurgling gibberish. However, I will say that even though the bowl was crude, when you showed it to him, there was a sense, a motion of protection around the bowl.
Yes,
you couldn't understand the language or anything
of course they
associated with it.
They want to keep this pretty little magic thing that's allowing them to devastate ships, perhaps plunder the trade goods and treasure, and eat the flesh of the
it didn't have
crewmen.
that emotion attached to it, like a greed attached to it. It was more of a like a duty, a sense of honor.
Lucian, how long has this bowl been in the Skyhorn family?
6 generations, of course.
What do you know its origin?
It was passed on from my parents and theirs and so on, and it's always been a Skyhorn secret. We have told no one. In fact, if you are the first non-Skyhorns to hear about this.
Is this artifact a Skyhorn creation? Do you have an ancestor that was a mage of some variety?
No, but my great-great-great-grandfather built the lighthouse here to be able to protect the ships.
He was the first that possessed the bowl, but
That would be correct.
he did not construct it himself.
He found it here. The island always contained it.
Okay, so could it be that the eel monsters were here first, and the bowl was the creation of their own?
I guess anything's possible, but I wouldn't know. I'd hope not.
Well, typically when somebody has a precious, valuable, and magically powerful item, that tends to be very dear to you, and you take great measures to keep it from being stolen or robbed from you.
What can we do?
The fact that your however many generations back great grandfather came upon it, it surely just wasn't growing off of a tree. He had to have
What can we do?
it from a cave, a dungeon, a lair of these eel folk, grave robbed it. I don't know. Was he a thief? Do you know?
Of course not.
Oh,
Great Jebediah Skyhorn.
I forgive me. I've misspoken. I did not mean to imply that your family would be of any disreputable sorts, but from the perspective of the eel folk, of course, maybe they would consider him to be an
It is
ill sort.
possible, but it is the first that I would have heard of it. I don't remember eel folk being here in hundreds of years, but again, those are just rumors.
No one's
I don't
heard
know
of
what
this,
we can
this
do.
type of creature. Yeah.
What could we do?
Well, probably what we're going to have to do is just venture down into that cave and figure something out that involves weapons and magic.
Would you like me to show you the trapdoor? He'll step into this room. And underneath some of the boxes here, he'll start to move them around. There is a hatch. And he says, "This will take us down into the caverns below. I don't know how many there are. I've seen dozens of them wandering the island over the last few days."
I'd like to help him move the boxes.
Yeah,
And
he's
do
a
any
bit
of
old, yeah.
Do any of them happen to have gold in them?
The chests do, yes. Mm-hmm.
As I'm helping rearrange these boxes, I'd like to take a handful of gold.
Do you want to do it without him seeing?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
That's an 11.
An 11. Let's see, Lucian, how perceptive are you? You're a pretty perceptive dude. He sees you taking it, and he looks at you and goes, "Dearie, please.
Sorry.
Of course I will reward you for saving me, but not behind my
it
back."
fell out. Sorry. I'll just make sure that's all back in there. So sorry.
If you save the lighthouse,
stuck to her hand, it just made the coin stick to her palm accidentally.
Sticky.
If you return the lighthouse to me, if that chest is yours,
The whole thing?
of course.
Just for me?
Well, for you and your companions, do you not share your loot?
I mean, if we could each have one, that'd be great.
We can discuss the specifics later. Come. The lighthouse is at risk.
Benji has never done us wrong in the past. I'm sure those details will get sorted out amicably in the end.
I just wanted to have a bit of fun.
Trust you'll hear telepathically, the time for fun will come later.
All right. He unlocks the hatch, opens it up. The smell of the seawater comes out from underneath. You could tell there's definitely the cavern is at this point of the day would probably have a decent amount of water in it. He says, "You should be okay. This will take you down to the land. I would come with you, but I feel as though my back and legs may not be able to make it down the ladder today."
Of course. No, we wouldn't want to endanger you more than you've already endured. Though, what of the two that we have captive? We could just... We don't want to keep them here. What if they come to break free of their bonds and harm Lucian?
Well, yes, you're absolutely right. What can we do? Can one of you stay here?
That's not... I don't think that's... Well...
Sheila, could you stay?
I could, but listen, I want to make sure Aaron's okay. If you find him, will you come get me?
Yes.
We'll do our best. I mean, we can't make a promise when we don't know what's down there, but certainly we'll make every effort to do so.
I'll protect the old man, but tell Aaron I'm here.
Okay, we'll send him your regards, and well, yes, keep watch over the lighthouse, Lucian, and these captives. Who knows? Maybe the Freeport officials will want to imprison them and find a way to interrogate them. I don't know.
He nods. And listen, I understand the bowl it's important to me. If you can save the bowl, please do.
Well, we don't want it in the hands of these things, even if they originally created it. Clearly, they have it's disastrous if it's in their control. So, we'll get it back to you if we can. Though, if we are forced to choose between destroying it or these creatures maintaining the control, I would see it destroyed.
All right. You bid Lucian.
Oh, potions. Dante, thanks, Snarl. Here. You're each given a potion of water breathing.
That's right.
I definitely didn't forget that those were in my pocket.
Just maybe correct something. Esper, you said you have the ability to cast water breathing?
Well,
or
I have
ability.
I have an ability that can come to my aid should that come about.
Okay, so actually with the 2 potions, that does cover the 4 of you then, because Sarah, we know, trust is fine.
I can just do it.
Right. You're one with the water anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the hatch opens and we can descend. I think this might be a perfect stopping point here for the night. as it approaches. Well, it's actually over. It's past 11 here on the East Coast.
Very well.
We will pick this back up for part 3 of the Secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse in 2 weeks, which is going to be actually May 4th, right? Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
Oh, it will be.
I think it's the. Is it the 3rd?
Oh, if it's the 3rd.
Oh no, it is the 4th. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is the 4th. Yeah, which probably will be the. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but maybe the conclusion of the Secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse. We'll see.
We'll see.
But
We'll
yeah.
see if we can find what the other secrets are.
We've
only found one secret so far.
Right. The title is
Always,
The Secrets.
always 2 secrets.
Is that what you're asking? You were like, tell me your other secret.
Clearly plural in the
Yeah.
title.
Right. Well, everyone, I'm having a blast. This is a great group of characters here. These, let's see if these sea dogs can, and no offense, thanks, Snarl, these sea dogs can manage to discover the secrets and save the bowl that commands the sea.
Awesome.
Next
Thank you very much for DMing. This has been great fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't forget, all of these people have their own channels and things like that, so check out their stuff in the description below. Don't forget that if you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'll be posting results and videos and all these sorts of things about my Warhammer 40k tournament this weekend, Battle for Salvation's Northeast Team Championships, my other hobby. And that's it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, and I appreciate you coming back on.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
as
having
well.
us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Forward to
Alrighty.
next time. Also looking forward to getting you to that symbolic 40k subscribers now that you've hit 1k. Bob.
Mhm.
Fine. Deal. I'll take it. Appreciate everything, everybody, all your support as well. Thank you to the Twitch chat, YouTube chat. We'll catch you soon. See you on the tabletop. Have a great night, everybody.